Oh my god, it's sponsored by oh my god, it's not sponsored by the IPC this time?
In the legend's beginning, the world was just a lump of flour. Then the gods cast yeast into it, and Albert was born from the dough.
How do I become that dough?
Granted it a divine body.
How do I become that dough?
Reason Titan bestowed it with thought. Add in rich emotions.
Look at the way he's like handling that dough.
Oh, and don't forget a pinch of mischief.
After that, the Romance Titan transformed into golden butterflies, gently touching their chests.
Mighty looks so over it.
The ability to love.
There is no word for romance.
Mighty said,
language.
do I have to be here?
Is that so? I heard Nikador once failed in love and even got into a fight with their rival.
Huh? That's just a baseless slander. A wild tale meant to tarnish Nikador's name.
Oh, Dee. This story is quite well known in Akuma.
Lady Trebios, let me explain. Nikador is not that kind of titan.
Oh my god, that bread's so cute!
Bird was born. Albie, do you like this story?
Can I also just say, I love that Tribby nicknames everyone.
On such a romantic day,
She is so adorable.
Raise a toast to all the love and beauty in the world.
All right, trailer time.
Mightimos, can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Mightimos, why did you leave us to the first? In fear, you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Bravnos. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Oh, this music?
This journey is forged with bloody flames.
Three molded life with their hands, and three guided Calamity's gate. Three carved the heavens and the earth. Three wove the threads of fate.
Hello, we are Treeby.
Oh my god! Does this mean we're going to the Grove of Epiphany? I was hoping we were gonna go here in 3.1.
It's time to end this. Offer your souls to the blood.
The son of Urgo is destined to be crowned in blood.
Was that ANAXA?
Can't be killed in a single blow.
How we wish to see you again.
It's now my turn to fight against it.
The son of Urgo will be crowned in blood. The son of Urgo will be crowned in blood.
We're gonna have to watch that again because so much happened in like the last 2 minutes of that trailer. I was so focused on trying to see ANAXA again that I didn't realize there was a million other things going on. And now I'm worried for Tribby. I'm worried for us. Why did Finon stab Maide at the beginning of all that? There's no way that's real. There's no way that that's real. It's gotta be like an illusion. It's gotta be an illusion thing. There's no way. Also, let me move my cam up here a little bit. Okay. Sora, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like the Finon stabbing thing is probably sending people into like a tizzy.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Because there's already been so many theories about Finon already. That didn't help.
Light slips the gate, shadow greets the throne. Special program. I'm your host, Albert.
Oh my god! Let me move. Let me move. Let me move. Let me move.
Hello,
Look at
everyone.
Trippy on the little
Trippy.
swing. She's the
the
Hina.
successor of Kremnos.
Greetings, everyone.
So
I am
adorable.
Aglaya.
Once again.
Also,
a
what is
warm welcome
this?
To our Chrysos heirs. Your golden
Look at that
presence
cute
has
little,
made
like,
this
squirrel
special program
thing.
Shine even brighter.
You flatter us, Mr. Albert. By the way, how did you come to Amphoreous? Did you travel here with the two trailblazers by any chance?
Oh, it's a long story. One for another time.
Yeah, Albert, how'd you
For
get
now,
here?
Let's just say that in Amphoreous, it'll be my duty to host this special program for everyone.
Welcome, Albie. Even though today's program has just begun, it feels like we've already revealed
Welcome,
a lot about the
Albie.
new version, haven't we?
Oh? How so, Treeby?
Look, the version title, Light Slips
Did
the
anyone
Gate,
clock
Shadow
the
breaks
fruit
the
that's
throne.
on the plate in
Combined with the
between Maide and
trailer we just
Aglaya? That's
watched,
literally
makes
the
it clear
Genshin
that
fruit
Key will really shine
from
this
Mondstadt.
time.
I forgot the name of
If
it.
that's the case, Lady Tribios, then as a demigod of Yanis, the Passage Titan, you must
It
also
looks
play a
just
key role.
like it.
Patience, everyone.
Like, I know it's supposed to be a pomegranate, but it looks like a Valberry. Yeah, it looks like a Valberry.
Trailblaze mission of version 3.1. So in the last chapter, Nikodor's core flame was retrieved, and now
Like-
another Chrysos heir, Finan, faces the Titan's trial.
With the arrival of the Trailblazers, the Flame Chase journey reached a major breakthrough. Together, the Trailblazers and the Chrysos heirs reclaimed Nikodor's core flame. Afterward, Finan resolved to undergo the trial to ascend to demigodhood and inherit the divine power of strife.
But as Nikodor once murmured to Snowy, your will wavers. We're worried that Snowy's inner turmoil
Yeah,
might
I don't
affect
think
his
he's gonna get
performance.
this
There's no need
core
for
flame.
undue worry, teacher. On the Flame Chase journey, the Chrysos heirs support one another. Even if something unexpected happens to Finan, we've prepared contingencies to ensure the trial proceeds smoothly.
Impressive as always, Aglaya. Ever so meticulous.
As you all know, the Flame Chase journey is still pressed for time. With Nikodor's core flame reclaimed, it's time to plan for the next one.
Does this mean we're going to battle another Titan?
Hey, not all core flames need to be reclaimed through violence. In version 3.1, our great hero, the Trailblazer, will act as an envoy, and along with their companions, set off for the Grove of Epiphany.
I'm so
Continue
excited!
Our journey.
The Grove of Epiphany is a city-state that worships the Reason Titan, Circes. It's a cradle of knowledge for Amphoreous, and maintains a good relationship with Akuma. Besides researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans, they also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
According to legend, at the dawn of their existence, the Reason Titan,
The
Circes,
statue,
descended in the form
the
of a
tree,
giant sacred tree.
looks
And around
beautiful.
their roots, a large verdant forest gradually formed.
Like, is that face? Is that supposed to be
allowed
Circe's?
those who sought knowledge to study and rest there, freely imparting the world's wisdom to the once ignorant mortals. Under their guidance, humanity built courtyards within the forest and established schools, which eventually evolved into the Grove of Epiphany we know today.
So it looks like Circes is our next target.
Exactly.
I have a
Like
feeling.
Kefali, Circes is a titan
Not
friendly toward
Cersei
humanity,
Lannister.
and has even willingly entrusted their core flame to the Grove for safekeeping.
That's great if there's no need for fighting. Just a peaceful retrieval. This mission might be much easier, huh?
Well, it's not quite so easy. The Grove of Epiphany holds an unwavering reverence for Circes. This core flame is something they'd be very reluctant to part with.
Right.
Exactly. That's why Akuma must dispatch an envoy to the Grove. In the 3.1 storyline, the Trailblazer will engage in peaceful discussions about reclaiming the core flame with newfound Chrysos heir allies. Absolutely no fighting.
Oh.
But in the recent version trailer, enemies were swarming in like a tide.
Mustard. Actually, the Grove was recently invaded by the Black Tide.
What?
Since the Arabellica, a substance known as the Black Tide, has descended upon Amphoreous, whether human or Titan, anyone affected by
Lovely.
it loses their sanity. Nikador, once a stalwart defender against the Black Tide, naturally became the most severely corrupted Titan. With Nikador's core flame reclaimed, Castrum Kremnos was left without its guardian Titan and was entirely consumed by the Black Tide. Its spread has since accelerated, and now the Grove is its next target.
We must hurry to save them and Cersei's core
I
flame.
have a feeling because the Grove seems to like
cannot be ignored.
be very similar to like Sumeru.
Mission of seeking and aiding
I think this
survivors,
patch
gathering
is
intelligence
going to be
about the
like
catastrophe, and locating
very
Cersei's
lore
core
heavy,
flame to bring
like
it back
more
to
than
Akama.
3.0 was.
During this process, the Trailblazer will encounter a mysterious enemy attempting to steal the core flame. The masked figure shown fighting the Trailblazer in the trailer.
Yeah, who is
One
this?
with the mask and cloak. Ooh, they look like a major
This
villain.
enemy looks
Hi, guess.
crazy good.
What faction do they belong to?
They're an unknown enemy. This journey to the Grove may be more perilous than expected.
For now, let's call them the Flame Reaver. And to help our Trailblazer navigate their hero's journey, I brought some intel about this Flame Reaver. In battle, the Flame Reaver can summon clones to fight alongside them. These clones can launch joint attacks with the Flame Reaver. Moreover,
What?
the Flame Reaver can absorb these clones to gain buffs.
Dude,
Consuming these
the
buffs
animation looks so
allows the Flame
good.
Reaver to unleash even more devastating attacks.
That may not be a problem for me, but an enemy using clones to
Is
fight
that their
surely challenge
ultimate?
the Trailblazer.
Shut the hell up.
In combat, the Trailblazer must quickly eliminate the clones to prevent the Flame Reaper from launching joint attacks or gaining enhancements. Honestly, I sometimes wish I had clones to help me manage life.
Be careful what you wish for. More clones might mean facing more trials and challenges.
Speaking
That
of trials,
boss
I've always been
had like the
curious
ultimate
about
for
the
that
trial
boss
required
looked
to
very
ascend as a
similar to like
demigod.
Herta's with
Lady
the
Trebios,
mirrors.
you were the very first demigod and therefore first Chrysos heir on this land to pass a Titan's trial. What exactly did you go through when you received Yanis's core flame?
This is a bit embarrassing to say, but we really can't remember those events from so long ago.
It happened during the Era Chrysia. For the people of Amphoreous now, it would be considered ancient history.
That's okay. With the Trailblazer around, anything is possible. In the main storyline of version 3.1, the Trailblazer will harness the power of Orynyx to stir up ripples of the past, guiding everyone to revisit that piece of history. We've returned to Treebe's homeland and show everyone the Abyss of Fate in its prime. Some long buried secrets.
So we're
from
going to
Era
the past
Chrysia
of like
will also be
Yanisopolis
unearthed,
this time.
becoming clear bit by bit.
Okay.
So this is what the Abyss of Fate looks like in its heyday. Nothing like the desolate state it's in now.
That's right. In the distant past, the Abyss of Fate was a city called Yanisopolis. It was Amphoreous' sanctum of prophecy, the ultimate destination for all pilgrims, and the place where the three Titans of Fate revealed their divine miracles.
It seems we'll have the chance to learn how humanity's first demigod came into being.
Exactly. But let's leave it at that for now. Trailblazers, uncover this story for yourselves in the main storyline of version 3.1. And
Oh,
learn
Tribby
about
was like the
Treebe's
first
past.
one.
Now, let's take a look at the Treebe of today.
Interesting. Her animations are so cute. The rocket. The follow-up rocket is wild.
Quick question. The one who popped out of the box holding a letter, was it Trian or Treenan?
Ooh, I know this one. Treenan. It was Treenan.
Correct answer. No rewards, though.
Because they look so alike, my teachers often have people unfamiliar with them play the guess who I am game in daily life.
So
The one who suggested this game, could it be Trian?
Right again!
Of course. The three of them have very different personalities, making them easy to tell apart. Treenan is silent and sharp with both eyes covered. Trian is mischievous little rascal with raised eyebrows. and Treeby is the most outgoing and lively.
Typically, Treeby is the main spokesperson, responsible for communicating with the Chrysos heirs. Trinan focuses on maintaining and interpreting prophecies, while
So
Trian
interesting that
is
there's three of
primarily in
them.
charge of opening and maintaining the Century Gate.
So here's a question for me. Why are there 3 of you identical little girls?
That relates to the duties of the Chrysos heirs. We were the world's first demigod, receiving the prophecy of deliverance from Kefali. To spread the prophecy across Amphoreous, we split into many versions of ourselves.
Yeah, I
and
guess it would
used
make
the
sense
Century Gate to
if the
travel
3 of them
quickly to
were
various places.
the first
Through
one,
our
because they're
teacher's
supposed to be like the
tireless
messengers.
efforts, the Chrysos heirs gradually united as allies. Because of this, our teacher holds great prestige among the Chrysos heirs.
But speaking of opening gates, Trinan previously revealed that Trian is nearing her limit and might only be able to open the Sentry Gate twice more.
Don't scare me. So there's a limit to how many times the gate can be opened?
Using divine power to open the gate comes at a steep price. Every time the Sentry Gate is used, it takes something out of them. Over time, this deterioration reaches a limit.
Reaching that limit won't lead to anything bad happening, will it?
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The weight of those words grows heavier, or perhaps clearer, over time.
I wonder if they're gonna actually
dear.
kill one of
Why
the
is the
boss.
atmosphere so heavy? Let's not dwell on it. We're prepared for whatever may come, and we want all our friends to stay cheerful. Albie, let's introduce our abilities now.
All right, no problem. Treeby is a quantum character following the path of harmony. In battle, she wields a rocket as her primary weapon. For instance,
rocket is
she
so
can use
cute.
the rocket to launch enemies and create a special dimension filled with stars and moons. While the dimension is active, enemies take increased damage.
No matter how many times I see it, this combat style doesn't get any less adorable.
Don't underestimate our rocket. It's a genius invention with precision targeting. We've refined it countless times. We also deal damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, depending on the number of enemies hit. The more enemies there are, the greater the damage we deal. Additionally, when a teammate uses their ultimate, we launch a follow-up attack against the enemy.
Even in ever-changing combat scenarios, Treeby can work closely with various teammates to provide buffs. She can frequently trigger follow-up attacks, helping the team swiftly take down opponents.
Her damage is gonna be
As a character
wild.
following the path of harmony, Treeby not only creates a more advantageous environment for her teammates, but is also a capable fighter herself. With Treeby on the team, you might just unlock new levels of combat potential.
Indeed. Beyond aiding and guiding the Chrysos heirs on the flame chase journey, our teacher is also an essential ally in battle.
All right. Now that we've gotten to know Treeby, let's move
He's so
on to discuss
cute.
another key character.
Not the
in
break
version
Treeby.
3.1,
Oh my god.
Mighty. Without further ado,
Honestly,
let's
though,
watch a video.
It probably could work. Shirtless king! His animations look so good. The one where he sits on the throne.
Mighty, the crown
Like, that's
prince
wild.
of Kremnos, warrior of Akama, a lone lion, a man among man, a man.
Stop, Albie. Is it really that?
Oh my own.
To be
No,
honest,
because like that's all of us.
Mighty is my idol. He's the ideal version
That's
of
all of
myself.
us.
I aspire to be like him. Strong, unyielding, a real tough guy.
Look at Albert blushing.
tough
Oh.
Bird.
A tough guy? Do you mean like bathing in molten iron, Mr. Albert?
Huh?
Or Or perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies?
Maybe drinking some of Kremnos' signature pomegranate juice, doing push-ups, stuff like that. Oh.
Give me 500 push-ups. I'll count. Start.
Yes,
focus on the
Daddy,
show first.
whatever you say.
Doing so many push-ups on the spot isn't appropriate, and viewers wouldn't enjoy watching it either.
Okay,
Don't
now hold
be
on a
so
minute.
Sure.
They definitely wouldn't.
If we're talking about Albert's VA, Bill, I would watch Bill do 500 push-ups. Shirtless, of course.
Single-handedly held back
'Cause that
the
man,
rampaging Titan, buying precious
he
time
looks
for his
good.
companions. He's so cool, handsome.
And I'll say that on the record.
Totally. Even though he might seem unapproachable at first, once you get to know him, you'll see he's super reliable.
Through rigorous self-discipline, day in and day out, he's always ready to step up at critical moments. If I had such a dependable and
I do
capable
want to see
leader,
his kid,
I'd follow him to the
because
end of the
I
earth.
honestly
But
have like
there's a
no
line in this
idea what
character
he's actually
description
supposed
that
to even
really
do.
caught my attention. The blood of patricide flows through Kremnos' royal line. Ooh, sounds like Mighty bears a heavy past.
Castrum Kremnos has a tradition of being crowned in blood. Since its founding, every new king of Castrum Kremnos has killed the reigning king to claim the throne, without exception.
Yikes! So that's how it is in a city that worships strife. Bloody succession to the throne.
Because of this tradition, and a prophecy foretelling Mighty's eventual ascension, his father cast him into the Sea of Souls shortly after his birth, attempting to kill him before he could grow up.
Oh my god!
Oh, how could he bring himself to do that?
But, in the end,
What a
Mighty
shitty
returned
dad!
to Castrum Kremnos with an immortal body. He led the discontented citizens of Kremnos away from their mad king, wandering the lands and waging war until he joined the flame chase journey.
What doesn't kill him only makes him stronger, huh? But why did Mighty refuse the core flame of strife and give it to Finan instead? With his combat prowess, if he accepted it, he'd surely become the most powerful demigod, an unstoppable force on the flame chase.
Strife, slaughter, glory. These have been the traditions of Kremnoans and their destiny for 1,000 years. But is this destiny truly what the Kremnoans deserve? I refuse to let such a bloody tradition continue.
But Dee, the Kremnoan people in Akama have always expected you to ascend the throne, lead them back to their homeland, and restore their glory. Now that we've reclaimed Nikador's core flame and located the whereabouts of Castrum Kremnos, how will you answer their expectations?
Give me more time to think.
As the last
I'll talk about this after the live
with
stream.
the fate of an entire kingdom.
But when we were talking about ANAXA's drip marketing yesterday, that theory that I brought up,
beneficial path for them. Oh,
I think I might have some like validity
as for
to
my
it.
decision and the fate of the Kremnoans. Stay tuned for the Trailblaze mission and version 3.1. No matter what, I can guarantee one thing. When Mighty is around, he'll have you back. Especially in battle. Mighty is an imaginary character following the path of destruction. And
He can group the enemies closer together with that.
To engage the enemy. His undying nature grants him an extremely high max HP.
In battle, I utilize my HP advantage against the enemy. By consuming my HP, I also unleash even greater power.
That's a lot of
Exactly.
HP drain.
Mighty keeps track of his total HP loss during combat. Once the accumulated loss reaches a certain threshold, he enhances himself, fully demonstrating his prowess as the Kremnoan warrior. During this time, he unleashes a storm of attacks on his enemies, dealing massive damage and showing them the wrath of Kremnos' crown prince.
Wow! Dee is so imposing! Like a lion dominating the battlefield!
In my enhanced state, I sacrifice defense for greatly increased HP and max HP. As my HP continues to drop, my abilities transform further, delivering even more destructive blows to my enemies.
A warrior rejected by death. Let's battle till the world's
Did he just
final
revive
breath.
himself?
A truly death-defying combat style.
Oh my god, it makes sense
The
because he's
spirit of
immortal.
Krinoan warriors is no joke.
All right, next, let's take a look at version 3.1.
That's crazy!
In version 3.1's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character, Treevee! The limited 5-star light cone, if time were a flower, will also have a boosted drop rate.
I mean, at least
Version
Gwen's on that
3.1
banner.
Second half warp event. Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character, Mighty. The limited 5-star light cone, Flame of
Oh, that
Blood,
light cone art
Blaze My
looks really
Path,
good.
will also have a boosted drop rate.
That light cone art looks really
Additionally,
good.
These characters and light cones will be rerun. And all right, time for a short
Whoa-who's
break.
getting
The program will
reran!
resume in just a few moments.
Well, for anyone that's been waiting for Whoa-whoa, good luck. Good luck! Interesting. Those 4 stars are kind of like meh. Like Gwen and Shui are good, but that could also just be like a subjective like opinion. Because I like them, but like those banners kind of feel very like lackluster. Also, yeah, when are we getting 4 stars for Amphoreous? Because this is gonna be the second patch, and then 3.2 didn't have any 4-star drip marketing. Like, never. Next question. Okay. Like, literally, do you think all the like flame chasers are just gonna be 5-star units? There's no way. We have to get a 4-star in 3.3.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the new content coming. in
New
version
Divergent Universe.
3.1.
Everyone, shut up!
First, the Divergent Universe will introduce a brand new research topic
Dude,
related
I
to
love the new
Amphoreous.
symbol. It looks like Amphoreous.
Divergent Universe? What's that?
Oh, right. Mighty, you might not know yet. Simply put, it's a study on mortals and
I see a new
fate.
light
As mentioned
cone.
earlier in the program in version 3.1, the Trailblazer will head to the Grove of Epiphany, a renowned academic institution in Amphoreous. The scholars of the Grove wove vast amounts of knowledge into the memory of the sacred tree. However, due to the corrosion of the Black Tide, much of this network has decayed, leaving only fragments of text intact. Therefore, the Grove's librarians hope the Trailblazer can become the inheritor of this library's knowledge, preserving these memories and passing on the flame of Amphoreous' civilization.
Even in this era of endless strife and the relentless Black Tide, as long as true history remains, the flame of civilization will endure.
That's right! The Grove not only collects myths and histories of Amphoreous, but also records the Trailblazer's journey. By integrating Titan technology, they've created Divergent Universe Journey Hero.
So
Since
Divergent
it's
Universe.
Titan technology, it's bound to be distinct from the Divergent Universe the audience is familiar with. Whether
So
or
we're not
your
incorporating
world
like
has a
the
day-night
Genius
cycle,
Society in
Divergent
this.
Universe Protean Hero, you must have one.
Oh.
This time, the battles revolve around the day and night system. First, each battle alternates between day and night. These two states bring different boosts to combat, and additional effects occur during transitions between day and night.
That's so
At the
cool!
start of exploration, Trailblazers must choose the state that best suits their team's traits.
As exploration progresses, after entering a certain number of domains, Trailblazers can also select a day and night blessing, known as Golden Blood's Boons. These blessings take effect during the corresponding state. Trailblazers can choose different branches of blessings to further enhance combat effectiveness in specific
Yo,
states.
this feels like a completely
Figures
different
appearing on
endgame.
the day and night blessings look so familiar. Why is that?
Indeed. This is also Titan technology and another highlight of Divergent Universe.
I love that they're using
Protean Hero.
artwork of like the
The new
flame
day and night
chasers.
system and its blessings are closely tied to the Titans and the Chrysos heirs.
In version 3.1's Divergent Universe, 6 types of Titan Odes will be available for Trailblazers to experience. More will be introduced in future versions.
Each Titan Ode corresponds to a different buff system. Trailblazers just need to select the most suitable Titan Ode for their team to tackle challenges with ease.
The Grove's Divergent Universe offers the most authentic Amphorean experience.
Clearing the Divergent Universe also rewards Branch of Rights. This can be used in the Titan Ode section to unlock more buffs and upgrade them, as well as uncover the corresponding Titan's mythological tales.
Now, my 3 dear guests, please choose your Titan.
We're curious about how many Titan stories the Grove has interpreted.
Okay.
So let's go with the
I'm
one we're
actually
most
gonna read the
familiar with,
lore in this
Gates of
Divergent Universe.
Infinity.
If I could learn more about the past
Since
of
it's so
Nestia
closely
and
tied
the
to
other
Amphoreous,
Titans,
I will be
I'm sure it
reading
would give the
every single
Flame Chase
line
journey
of
a clearer
dialogue.
direction. I'll choose Chrysalis of Gold.
Lance of Fury. Let me witness the kind of glory you held in the past.
Ooh, excellent choices. Everyone has very clear goals.
After all that, which Titan will you choose, Owlbert?
The answer lies in the name of this Divergent Universe, Protean Hero. The mysteries of Titan technology hold endless possibilities. I firmly believe that if I explore more, I'll uncover more fun, intriguing, and Albert-appropriate ways to play. Besides the day and night system and Titan blessings, the Divergent Universe Protean Hero also brings more Protean challenges to the Trailblazers. This Divergent Universe's Conundrum mode will introduce astronomical division gameplay.
Although heroes have countless facets, no matter their nature, they all make choices to climb to higher peaks and experience more intense battles.
But for novices like me, who are unfamiliar with the Divergent Universe, what if they can't figure it out?
Don't worry. The Divergent Universe of version 3.1 not only includes an astronomical division mode, but also adds a strategy system. Trailblazers can view and apply strategies and even like and save them. After applying a strategy,
That's
the
actually a
system
really
will
cool
give a
feature.
corresponding recommendation to the Trailblazer based on their currently owned equations, weighted curios, and team lineup. Additionally, in the selection interface for equations and weighted curios, the system will suggest the optimal options.
This way, you can easily follow the guide and enjoy a smoother experience in the Divergent Universe. Through the strategy system, you can also jump to an external webpage for more information or even upload your own strategies.
Not only that, in Divergent Universe Protean Hero, enemy drops will also transform into special materials.
What are Tears of
Enemy
Souls?
drops. Are you referring to the materials used for character ascension and traces leveling?
Correct! When you're short on materials for character ascension or traces leveling, the enemy drops can be automatically exchanged for these special materials. Moreover, this update adds a new exchangeable 5-star remembrance light cone and Herta's
Okay, so we're
store.
getting
Rewards
Herta's
like
remembrance light
avatars and
cone.
phone wallpapers from Divergent Universe, the human comedy, will also become available in Herta's store.
Oh.
In addition to the thrilling challenges of the Divergent Universe, version 3.1 also brings lighthearted and adorable events for Trailblazers.
First up, let me introduce the Awoo!
They're so cute!
Awoo!
Wait, wrong species! The Awoo here
Awoo!
refers to the chimeras of Amphoreous.
Oh, so that's what chimeras sound like.
That's right! Chimeras are artificially nurtured, adorable little creatures.
Oh my
The
God.
residents of Amphoreous train
The
these
chimeras are
to help
so
with simple
cute.
tasks, and the Awoo firm is the organization they work for.
Chimeras have to go to work too?
Surprised, Mr. Albert? The war with Nigador caused significant damage to Akama. There's a lot of urgent work to be done, and chimeras are
There's so many
indispensable in the
different
reconstruction efforts.
kinds.
However, among the chimeras,
The
there's a
ones running in the
particular squad that hasn't
background,
been performing
please.
up to expectations lately.
Huh?
So, Trailblazers can take on the role of manager, personally helping the Chimera Squad turn things around and become the strongest team of all.
The work objectives are clear, but how do we achieve them?
When it comes to work, each chimera has different strengths and, of course, shortcomings. Trailblazers can assign suitable chimeras to tasks, adjust the team
I want that green
composition based on
one.
their traits, and create the strongest squad possible. After that, the chimeras will automatically carry out their work. As the manager, Trailblazers just need to supervise.
The leaderboard will show team rankings. Keep aiming for a higher performance ranking to help the Chimeras outperform other squads and become the ultimate workplace champions!
Doesn't sound too hard. Even someone like Finan could handle this with ease.
They're all so cute.
Right.
Wait a minute. Is that Hyacine?
Don't underestimate the Chimeras!
Girl, what are you doing here?
Each one has a unique name, appearance, and personality.
As a manager,
I'm assuming
you
we're
need
gonna get to meet
understand
her
your
as well.
employees to assign tasks effectively. Plus, there are
Oh my god,
some
we're gonna get
tricky
to see I'll hate
characters to
them in
watch out for.
Barbara in the Grove of
For example,
Epiphany.
there's Shock Force, who is overly eager, and Old Honest, who silently endures everything. I can't go on. What are these names? all right. Let's move on to the next version event.
Oh, they're not gonna tell us what the 4-star is?
Recently, in Akima, there's been a surge of counterfeit antiques made with cutting-edge technology, conning many residents. In the event Holy City Appraisals, Trailblazers will assist Theodoros, the antique shop owner, in appraising these treasures and cleaning up the antiques market.
Appraisals? Well, Finan's weird hobbies are rubbing off on others. Ugh. Besides, how can the Trailblazers, as outsiders, appraise Amphoreous' antiques?
Don't worry, it's simple.
Oh,
Trailblazers
this
only
is
need to
literally
submit
like,
different materials to
this is
Theodoros
literally the
daily,
Sampo
and
event.
The rest will be handled by him.
Is this
Albert,
NPC
promise
Sampo
there will
and
be no shortage of
Amphoreous?
fun appraisal stories and plenty of rewards for Trailblazers.
Help! Is it Sampo?
Okay, now let's take a short break.
If that
The show will
NPC
resume when we are
has the
back.
same like mannerisms when he talks as Sampo does, I'm gonna lose my mind. That is wild. That Chimera event was so cute. There was definitely a 4-star selector, but they didn't say who you got to choose from. So I wonder if like anyone's gonna be available or if it's gonna be like a set 4 like they usually do. You know what would have been really nice if they released a 4-star character, a new one, and they were available in the 4-star selector. That would have been real nice as a thing. Ugh. This event looks, or this update looks really good so far. I'm really, okay, I need to be held accountable for actually reading all of the lore dialogue in the new Divergent Universe. I'm going to read all of it and take notes.
Up next, we have a few more version updates.
It's
to
going to be very
share with
important
everyone.
I
for the
heard
story of
from a
Amphoreous. I
Trailblazer
just
about
know
an
it.
old friend called the Gift of Odyssey.
Thank you,
That's right.
Tempo.
In version 3.1, Trailblazers can once again earn a 10 warp reward through the Gift
And that
of
will be a
Odyssey.
temple that I
Check it out.
save for 3.2.
Additionally, version 3.1 introduces some new materials for everyone. Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Gelid Moon, and
That-
Stagnant Shadow,
I'm
Shape
assuming
of
that's
Sword Gyre will
Quantum.
be available soon. Successfully challenging these
And then
will provide
Imaginary.
Treaties and Mighty's ascension
The moon
materials
looks so
respectively.
good.
Amphoreous also brings new golden calyxes. Now you can farm credits and experience materials there too.
Version
Okay.
3.1 also introduces 2 new sets of planar ornaments.
Okay.
Bone Collection Serene Domain and Giant Tree of Wrapped Brood.
Interesting.
You can quickly
Merrick, thank
obtain
you
them through
for
the
thank
planar
you for
ornament extraction
subbing for
function
3 months
in
with your
Divergent
Prime.
Universe.
In version 3.1,
Thank you for the resub.
the Planar Fissure
Hope you're
and
doing
Realm
well.
of the Strange Events will also return. Completing them will earn you double rewards.
Okay. Double relics, double
Exactly. And
planers.
that's not all. Version 3.1 brings several system optimizations to Trailblazers. First, the material synthesis system will be optimized. The process of synthesizing trace materials will become much more convenient.
Does that mean we can synthesize purple materials directly from green ones?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
This eliminates some of the
Wait,
cumbersome extra
that's
steps.
so
Moreover,
nice.
The build guide will also receive an update. In version 3.1, when you set a character as the build target, the Interastral Peace Handbook will display all the materials needed for building that character. Along
Oh,
with
that's
shortcuts to relevant
actually
stages to
so
farm those
nice too.
materials.
Are you
After each
serious?
preview ends, Trailblazers can even set newly revealed characters as their build target and start farming the necessary materials in advance.
Oh, that's great! It
There's
makes
no way they'll do that for
preparation so
3.2
much
characters though.
easier.
And it looks like we received
Like,
a special
I
announcement
doubt
from the
Caceres and
project team.
ANAXA
Let's take a look.
are gonna show up in 3.1.
我是崩坏系列 IP 肖基。
小
在
鸡
魔法罗斯3.0版本上线后，我们收到了来自开拓者
小
的许
鸡
多反馈和建议。从结果来看，3.0的一些内容，
traumatize
它最
me
终呈现出来效果是不够理想的。以开拓任务为例，
Oh, this must be
有时
for
为
like the
打开一场
changes
游戏要反复
coming
推球，或是在直面
for the
挑战前
dialogue
四处
for
跑
like the
来
main
跑去
story
这种疲惫的感受实在不符合星穹铁道一贯的基调。所以这
potentially.
段时间，我们一直在对主线体验进行审视和优化，包括已上线的3.0和后续所有版本。
This is nice that they like
除了
made a
先前
video
在开发
about
中经常
it.
提到的阅读减负和解谜优化，我们同时也在对任务流程进行重新编排。以3.0版本为例，开拓者在前往过去的旋风城时，不再需要折返跑图，而是从初始位置开始，通过一条便捷的道路就能直入主题。而原本这里的玩法会被安排到主线外，成为开拓者自由探索的选项。当然，还有对白、演出、探索。开拓任务的体验是综合结果。我们会在未来的每一个版本，在方方面面做更细致的打磨，力求给大家带来更好的内容。
开拓者好，我是游戏设计 Punk。除了像刚才烧鸡老师说的，我们也正在调整3.1及其后续版本的游戏内容。
Oh, they're making
以
changes to
3.1版本为例
3.1
降低了地
also?
图中的敌人数量，并剥离了
I didn't think the
部分主线
changes
流
were
程
gonna
中的
come until
希望保证游戏
3.2.
与剧情的结合更加紧密，且不致有很强的打断感。在原本的设计中，地图中有几处扎格列斯之手玩法，开拓者需要多次切换操作视角，但其实只是为了打开一条通路。在复盘过程中，我们意识到这样的设计不仅繁琐，也没有很强的趣味性。于是我们将这些并不有趣的流程从主线中删去，但是仍会保留地图中围绕这些扎格列斯之手的谜题设计，供抱有探索欲的开拓者自行发现。
I mean, honestly,
希望
I
我们
think
的
this is
调整能让
fine.
开拓者更好地探索魔法罗斯，享受解谜乐趣。同时也欢迎开拓者提
Like
出更多的建议和
sometimes-
反馈。
Thanks, Project Team. All right. Whew. That brings us to the end of today's special
Like,
program.
if certain
Any final
puzzles
thoughts
are
from
like
our
quick and
guests?
simple in the
I
main
hope
story,
everyone
that's
enjoys
fine.
diving deeper
But I
into
think like
Amphoreous'
more
story.
intricate
I can't
stuff.
wait to create more memories with all of you.
I think more
May your
intricate
blade
stuff should be
never
left for
break,
like
but forever press
side
forward.
exploration.
There are still countless details in
For people who
Amphoreous
want to just like
waiting to be
prioritize the
discovered.
main story.
I hope you'll forge deeper bonds.
I'm just
with
surprised
this
that they're
world
like
and its people.
getting
And
getting
of
stuff
course,
done in
there are plenty of
3.1.
chimeras waiting for us to lead them.
I didn't think anything was changing until 3.2.
Well, thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. And now the version 3.1 special program has come to an end. That's a wrap. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Farewell.
Is it? Oh, that's really it. I thought there was a little bit more. Damn it. Wait, can I see something really quick? Hold on. Look at him. Girl, that's that's a Dainsleif outfit, okay, bitch? Dainsleif becoming playable in Star Rail before Genshin is crazy. I can't wait to see him. Yeah, I need to rewatch this trailer because like there was so much shit that happens. I'm excited for the Chimera event. Obviously, main story. I'm really excited to go to the Grove of Epiphany. I was hoping that we were gonna go to the Grove of Epiphany in 3.1 because like it's a place that I think I was the most interested to go to just because it feels so Sumeru coded, and we know from like experience that there was a lot of like lore that kind of like got dumped on us in Sumeru. So I have a feeling that by the end of 3.1, we're gonna have like a bigger picture of like what's going on in Amphoreous or what happened in the past. That'll kind of help like make the theories that have been floating around a lot more cohesive. Because if you remember, the end of Sumeru's Archon quest was when we learned about what Descenders were. And that was a gag. So I do have a feeling that we may learn something very gaggy at the end of 3.1.
Toast to all the love and beauty in the world.
Time to watch this trailer again because I'm going to throw up.
Vitamos, can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you?
No, because like why was Finon looking at him like that?
Match up to what fate has in store for you.
Like what was this? Girl, do you see that he's got his sword out and he's glancing, and these are Castrum Kremno soldiers. Is this supposed to mean that he slayed them? Oh my god, ANAXA's right there. Right? Isn't that ANAXA? Castoris, Aglaia. See, I also don't know if this is like this makes me wonder if this is like an illusion that's like invading Maide's mind. Like maybe something's going on in Maide's head. Oh yeah, what if this is Finon's trial? What if this is what Finon's seeing in the trial?
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body.
Oh my god, what if the trial like messes with Finon's head and is like, Maide is the true like receiver of the core flame, you can't have this, and it like fucks with his head so much that he like gets pissed off, and then like it cuts to like a vision of him stabbing Maide because he's pissed. And so when he comes back, he's gonna be having to fight those demons.
Let me have the honor of taking the lead.
Because that would be wild.
This journey is forged blood and flames.
Yeah, I don't think this is real. I think this is like, this isn't like a real, this doesn't happen IRL. Wait a minute, is that himself? Damn, that transition was crazy.
Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
The way I thought he was stabbing Maide, and it's actually just another version of himself.
This journey is forged blood and flames.
Yeah, that's there's no way that's Maide. Because like he's got you could see the jacket here, and Maide's shirtless, right?
Three molded life with their hands, and three guided Calamity's gate.
Is this is this supposed to be Yanis? Or is this supposed to be Cersei?
Three carved the heavens and the earth. Three wove the threads of fate.
Hello, we are Treebees.
We are Treeby.
Fighting the west wind, away we go!
I love the music for Trivios.
Strictly numbers!
And then there's this dude.
End this. Offer your souls to the blood.
The son of Urgo is destined to be crowned.
What the fuck was coming out? Is that us? Oh no, that's the enemy. Wait. Do you see the shards? No, shut the fuck up. Do you see these shards? This doesn't look like ANAXA. I don't think. I think this looks like the no, because you can see the sword here, I think, right? No, this is definitely not ANAXA. This is that hooded figure, the flame reverend or whatever they're calling him. I can't tell if he's like releasing this flame reaver. Thank you. I can't tell if he's releasing this out of his body on purpose or if this is like after we attack him. That's crazy. This is very interesting. Like, why are there shards of like mirrors coming out of him? ANAXA. The shotgun man that you are. I can't wait to meet him. Oh, I can't wait to meet him in the story. Okay, there's Finon. Is that my day or is that us? Was that my day or was that us? Oh, it's my day. Because there you could see them fighting here together. Wait, but that was like, that looked like the Strife arena. Are we gonna fight this guy in 2 different areas? Good night, Lost. Sleep well.
Alive.
Wait, did Castries just get struck there? What the hell was that? Wait, is that her scythe? Or did she get hit? What the hell is this? It looks like her scythe, but like she doesn't look like she's holding the scythe. That's the thing. Like, she's not holding it here, and I can't see it here. And the way this is like striking, it would be weird if like the scythe was in her hand here. Like, how would that strike? Unless somebody took her scythe and attacked her with it.
Can't be killed in a single blow.
Now hold on a minute. I thought we weren't allowed to touch her. Why are we touching her? Is this a core flame? I thought ANAXA, wait, is ANAXA gonna get his core flame now too? Well, I guess they said in the live stream that like in 3.1 we're gonna be working on getting like the Titan of Reason's core flame. So maybe this is ANAXA finally getting it. It's weird that they would show this in the trailer though. Also, clock the infinity, like clock the golden, like the gold infinity around the core flame. Yeah, why is he grinning like this? Also, like, what's behind his eye patch? Like, what happened to his eye?
Single blow.
We wish to
No, because listen, they did this in the last trailer. They can't keep doing that. If they kill off one of these little children, like I know canonically she's like really fucking old, but they are too cute and they are too important to the story. Is Trinon gonna sacrifice herself so the others get out?
See you again.
It's now my turn to fight against it.
The son of Gorgo will be drowned in blood! The son of Gorgo will be drowned in blood!
Girl, what is happening? So like this arena is definitely okay. Well, Finon looks like he's okay. God, look at Anatha. The man that he is. I'm still gagged over this like star on his chest. Like this is crazy. This is so Genshin coded. Like I'm sick. Like I actually can't. God, I know this. I know there's gonna be so much shit going on in the story. I just in my gut, I just like knowing how the Sumeru storyline was. I know that I know like the symbolism of a place like the Grove of Epiphany and what it could mean because it's like the place of knowledge, right? So there's gotta be like heavy lore drops in 3.1 that will propel the Amphoreous story forward going into 3.2 and beyond. There's no way that they don't do that. There's just no way that they don't do that. So what I was saying earlier, I told you I was gonna like talk about my theory or whatever. Remember when we were discussing the drip marketing for ANAXA a couple days ago? And on the description, it was saying that like he's referred to as a blasphemer because he doesn't really like agree with like the teachings of Circes and the Titan of Reason and stuff like that. And then we found out that the actual Anaxagoras philosopher from like real life in the past introduced this like theory or this like concept called nous, right? Which tracks because ANAXA in game is like the creator of this thing called like nous spirits or whatever. So it's literally like he's supposed to represent the Anaxagoras of like the Greek mythology of the past, like IRL. Nous, they mentioned something about the concept of nous being more tied to like listening to your intuition, which like to me is very opposite of like logic and reason, right? Because like if you're listening to your gut instinct, it's not always going to be the most reasonable response to things. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, what if like, so we still need 6 core flames, right? What if our journey of like helping the Chrysos heirs get these last 6 core flames is about us as the trailblazer being the variable that changes like the fate of the world by helping the Chrysos heirs realize what they need to realize to accept the core flame, because currently their like mindset and their like thought processes and how they view things is very opposite of the core flames. And because it's very opposite of like the core flames and what the Titans stand for, it's like oil and vinegar, like they don't mix well, right? They're very like opposites. And so they need to like come into the middle, so they need to meet in the middle somewhere in order to like accept the core flame and ascend to demigodhood. And so, and they kind of hinted at this in the live stream with My Day, where it was like, oh, he chose not to like accept the core flame, and it's because like, so for him, he like didn't want to kind of like continue these traditions of what the Kremnoians have done in the past with like like, oh, like killing a previous king to ascend to another king and like the whole war thing and stuff like that. But that's like Nikador's like, that's like the Titan Nikador's whole thing, right? Is like he's like the Titan of war. So I think before Maide can accept Nikador's core flame, he's gonna have to like come to terms with the fact that like this is still gonna have to be a thing in like the Kremnoian's life, but he can find his own path to kind of like bring them into like a new way of living while also still honoring like past traditions and just like not repeating history. And with ANAXA, it's going to be like, okay, you need to find a way to like understand Cersei's and like the true value of like reason and knowledge without opposing it so much before you can accept the core flame of reason. And I feel like it's going to be that way with the other 4 that we need to get the core flame, where there's going to be something that's like fundamentally opposing the concepts and like teachings of the core flame and the Titans in how the Chrysos heirs feel. Hopefully you could understand what I'm saying. Hopefully, like, I didn't just like, I don't know. It made sense to me. I don't know if it made sense to anybody else in chat, but it made sense to me. And if it didn't make sense to you, then you could just tell me I'm a dumb bitch. And we'll just see how the story progresses. Because I may be completely wrong. But I just know that like those are two like common, those are two common denominators for me reading ANAXA's description and seeing how Maide reacted to like why he doesn't want to accept the core flame. Now, granted, it's still a little too early, I think, to really like make that a definitive thing. But I'm going to hold on to that just to see what happens in 3.1. Because by the looks of the trailer, it looks like ANAXA got his hands on the core flame. So I'm curious to see his journey of like accepting the core flame, and then like how, if we go through his trial, how he does in his trial. But yeah, I'm excited for, I think I'm after seeing the trailer and knowing that we're going to the Grove of Epiphany, I think 3.1 is definitely going to be the patch that I'm the most interested in, because to be honest, I don't think I've really broken down a trailer that hard in the past. And not to mention getting a new Divergent Universe and it being like, I thought that like somehow it was going to be like a separate thing with the Genius Society. Turns out this Divergent Universe is actually built with in the Grove of Epiphany with Titan knowledge and the philosophers there, which means all of the lore in this Divergent is going to be Amphoreous-focused. That's huge, because I feel like this Divergent is going to be the closest mimic to the Elysian realm in HI3. And the Elysian realm in HI3 had its own separate like chapter stories, like 3 separate chapters of lore. Plus each of the characters had like their own breakdown of like their story and stuff like that. So I think we're going to see not exactly like a 1-to-1, because the simulated universe in like Star Rail is a more like polished version of like the Elysian realm in HI3. But I think it's going to be very similar to that, where like a lot of the stuff we read in this Divergent Universe is going to be like lore on Amphoreous, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some lore on the Chrysos heirs as well. At the very least, it's going to be a lot of Titan lore, which I feel we can then use as like a basis to kind of theorize with the Chrysos heirs, like stories, and where they're going to probably go with them. Can't wait. And the only thing I have to worry about now is hopefully I don't impulse pull Trippy, because the Rocket's super cute and she's also going to be a super strong like Harmony unit. So here's hoping I don't pull a Phoebe in Honkai Star Realm, because I need Castries and ANAXA and their light cones. So I need to save up the entire patch of 3.1.